Hi everyone, it's Sandra with Outside the Box Soaps. Today I'm going to be doing a first. I'm going to be trying to make a Tiger Swirl design soap, and I'm also going to be using goat milk, and I have not soaked with milk before, so this should be interesting. I will tell you that the process is a little different. I know a lot of recipes suggest that you freeze your milk and you add your lye water to that. But I found a recipe on lovinsoap.com where they did it a little differently. They added the milk after the lye was already, they added the lye to water and not to the milk, and then the milk goes in. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's hope it all works, nothing freezes up, and we'll be moving quickly. So today I have a lot of stuff in here. There's coconut, olive, canola, avocado, castor, shea butter, and sweet almond oil, and of course the goat's milk. And I'm also doing some add-ins. I have colloidal oatmeal and honey that I'm going to be adding to this too. So those are the oils. They're there and ready. The lye water, I'm going to show you the lye water in this because she does talk about this. What happens is you're only using half the amount of water in here to dissolve your lye, because the other half will come from the milk. And because of that, it did get clear, but then it got kind of a floaty crust on the top, and she says that this is okay. It's happening because of a chemical reaction. It's a very highly concentrated lye solution. So because of that, this happens. And just to be on the safe side, I am going to make sure that I strain it. I just am uncomfortable. And I will also pH test it before I go in, before I use it. I'm sure that it will be fine. I'm just being a little paranoid. And I'm going to pause for just a second because my stick blender's not here. Everything looks like it is incorporated in here pretty well. And the next step will be to add the lye water. Just want to scrape this down a bit. And I'm getting sloppy. Big surprise, huh? That I'm getting sloppy. Alright, so as I said, I am going to strain this lye water just to be sure, because it's so concentrated. I want to make sure that there's nothing in here that's loosey-goosey. It might end up as a chunk in the finished product. So there's a little bit of residuey stuff in here, and I'm just going to leave that go. And we'll set that aside. Now, I'm also going to add my fragrance, and I did something a little different because I've been having fragrance problems with it erupting my soap. So I tried a suggestion that I saw on one of the blogs that says you can take an ounce of your soaping oils, 1 ounce per 1 ounce of fragrance, and mix them together in advance before you actually add this to your entire pot. And it sort of lessens the shock of the essential oil. So what I have in here, this is a combination of vanilla and almond fragrance oil and a cinnamon essential oil. So let's see how that works. Now this turning orange is a natural thing. It is a reaction between the milk and the lye. So it's nothing to get upset about. I am going to be using colors and hoping that I can get it to a point where some of the orange will be colored without, you know, the orange changing the color. But I'm not very married to them. I have a dark brown using a cappuccino mica. I have titanium dioxide, which I'm going to add to some of it. And then I also have this teal mica, which I'm going to use to give it a little different color. That's the only one I'm worried about. I don't know what the teal's going to do with this orange, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I'm blending this together. I'm still seeing a little bit of color separation in there. Want to make sure that it's really truly at trace before I start messing with it, and it looks like it's there. So, all right, it is time to do the pour. So I have my cappuccino mica here. And I'm just kind of eyeballing amounts. So that looks good. I have my titanium dioxide. I see a little bit of oil's got in there, but that's okay. So let's see what we can do here. And then for my last color, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try that teal. Then I'm going to leave some of it orange. So I'm hoping to see the teal show up as a nice contrast with these other colors. And wow, yeah, I like it. I like it. So let me just get my colors incorporated here. Okay. So far so good. We're staying fluid. No seizes. Love it. Okay. And titanium dioxide for the final stroke. That looks a little bit thick, but that one tends to do that. So I'm going to step it up a bit here, start getting pouring here so that we don't get a seized up batter. I have had many of those lately and I don't want another one. All right, let me just go back to this. And I am going to get pouring with my tiger stripe. So here is my mold. Bring it over. Excuse me. I'm going to start with the green stripe right down the center. Oops. Now we're going to go to the titanium dioxide piece. Another stripe right down the center. Next, let's go with the cappuccino mica. And then this nice orangey goat milk color. Okay, which is a little thicker than the rest. So back to the beginning. Green. Gonna do titanium dioxide. Gonna do a cappuccino mica. Gonna do the uncolored batch, and this almost looks like caramel in the early stages before it's set up. So let's do that. Okay. It is again getting a little thicker than I like it, but we will see what the end result is. And I just got it all over the front of my shirt. Yay. Okay. Now I'm going to have to bang this down because there is definitely thickness happening in there and I don't want it to get all out of whack. So, okay, smear this. So, just a bit more green here. And it all splot. I actually wanted to get that to go in as a line, so we'll do this. Yep, it's getting pretty thick now. Brown. White. And finally, okay, so here it is. I am going to tap it down once again, and everything's very slippery at this point. Soapy and slippery. Okay, so in an effort to do some styling here, I am going to take a skewer. I'm going to use the back of the skewer. I'm going to stick it all the way down in. And I'm just doing very closely connected S's all the way to the end, all the way to the other end, turning it a little bit in my hand as I'm going through. And by the way, I know this this mold bulges, and I do not like it. It is from Essential Depot. I do like the mold. I don't like the bulging. So I do have the box, which I will put it in. It does help a lot with keeping it all together. And let's just get cleaned up a little bit here. So far, so good. See if I can zoom you in. And it's looking pretty nice. So what I'm going to do is just stop it. I'm going to wait and see if I can do some more plops and just do a nice little top to this. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have cleaned up a bit, quite a bit actually, and plopped out what I had left there in terms of the colors. And now I'm going to just kind of take a spoon and see if I could do some kind of a design up here on the top and get it just a little bit textured and make it look pretty. So doing that, and again, I know there's this huge bulge, but I think once I put it into the box, a lot of that will sort of go away. So let's just do some circles, circle, circle, circles, round and round. All right. And I don't want to muddle everything up because there are some very pretty colors in here. It did turn out very nice, according to my expectations, at least on the color aspect. So I'm just trying to fill in all those corners. I am going to bang it down again just to make sure that we've got everything all settled. And I think once I put it in the box, I'll bang it down a little harder. And then for my final step, I am going to add just some iridescent glitter. And I did mix in some gold mica into this T-ball so that it will get a little gold shimmer along with a little iridescent shimmer. And I really do think that this is going to be a pretty soap. I'm very anxious to see how the swirl turned out on the inside. So when it's dry tomorrow, I'll take it out and cut it, and I will put pictures at the end of the video. So there we have it. This is my my vanilla, almond, cinnamon, buttermilk soap. My first tiger swirl and my first milk soap. So thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and have a great day and happy soaping, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.